Shafka reagis anhan, reagis andali. Shafka adrevish dozge anima hoge geron shike timori. Shafka adrevish o kwenegin mori. Shafka reagis anhan, reagis andali. Torgonudo. Hinrange mis hosno en noma di grupa. Nendiro mentiro hetrika sa barge garageixa. Avitolvio a Nuro Gento Sibrosan. Dario Valerio Valeriat. Jeme henioti no hoti na sintas. Seas postaruti hybridas. Sir, dare mi rosse istat. In va batolvio viho beoldi davende. In veli basma tetostaor. In va batolvio viho min rondirederat. Tolvrio pregelat. Hen wintervel va dornot. Hen laneso va leniot. Hen gyro geerot. Avar. Valar. Rinjar. Tole grego vobotis. Grevi in noma pregelat.
Alright guys, this is my time. This is my review for season 8 of Game of Thrones and the ending, mainly the ending. I know a lot of people are complaining, going on complaint train. Everybody's like, whoa, rewrite season 8, redo season 8, blah blah blah, all this crap. I got into Game of Thrones like 2 years ago. I watched one episode, despised it. I was like, this is lame, sucks. I don't like this show. So people kept telling me about it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna check it out. Back in like early seasons, at the end of season 6, I started to watch, I watched the first episode. And the end of the first episode when Bran gets pushed out the window is what made me get hooked. I'm like, oh my God, like I have to see him get his revenge. Like, that's grimy. Why did he push him out the window? 2 weeks later, I've catched up to Game of Thrones. I caught up, watched all the episodes, and then I started watching like season 7 week to week. And I watched, or was I catch up season 7? But season 8, I watched it week to week. And so now I've seen all the episodes in the last 2 years. Give my opinion on it. I'm not like everybody else. Obviously, like, season 8 is not the best season. It's not the best writing. It's not the best that they've done. I see a lot of people talking about, oh, the actors carried season 8 because the writing sucked. I don't believe that. To me, that's dumb. If you see a lot of these actors in anything else, they're trash. Oh, I can't say trash, but they're not. They're not like a lot of these actors are perfect for Game of Thrones. Like, they're Game of Thrones actors. But I think the writing helps them a lot. Because, like, Emilia Clarke, I think the Terminator movie, she wasn't great. Like I've seen her in the one movie where she's with the dude. I didn't like. I like these people, like the actors as people. I like them. I love them. Don't get me wrong. But in the other movies that they've been in, I do not. I couldn't enjoy them. I think I haven't seen anything with. I saw one with Cersei, and Fighting with My Family. She was decent in that, but she didn't really have to do much. I've never seen anything with Nikolaj, the guy who plays Jamie. I'm pretty sure he'll be actually pretty good. Braun was pretty decent in that movie. But I'm talking about like Kit Harington, seeing him in other stuff, like Silent Hill and all that crap. Like he wasn't all that. I like personally my favorite, not only is Arya, but I love Maisie Williams. I love her. She's great. I love Maisie Williams a lot. I like Sophie Turner. I like her. Like I don't dislike the girl. I like Emilia Clarke. I love them. But seeing like Sophie Turner as Jean Grey, like I didn't like the character of Jean Grey. Like yeah, everybody knows I love X-Men. I'm an X-Men person. I don't really care for the character of Jean Grey like that. I don't like her that much, but I hate Sophie Turner as Jean Grey. And what is Apocalypse? Apocalypse itself is a terrible movie. The girl who plays Storm, terrible as Storm. I didn't like her as Storm. The girl who plays Jean Grey, which is Sophie Turner, I didn't like her as Jean Grey. I don't know if that's attributed to Apocalypse being a bad movie, and maybe that'll change in Dark Phoenix, but like their acting didn't seem that great. I think the girl who played Storm played Aaliyah, she wasn't that great either. But yeah, whoever said that, I don't know what you're talking about. Like these actors are not, they're not bad, but they're not up there. They're not like, oh my God, we have to see this movie because of this actor. Like, no, I've never seen that fabricated anywhere else. So I'm not gonna agree with that. Maybe Sean Bean, like the people from the earlier seasons, maybe like Tyrion, Peter Dinklage, like maybe them, maybe the older people, the guy who plays Tywin, maybe them, but like not these main people that are still left in season 8. I love Tormund too. Tormund's pretty cool. I feel like he'd be a great actor. So I think I've seen him in one thing. He was pretty great. But like most of these main people for season 8, they were not carrying nothing. No. And if somebody was talking about Grey Worm should be Blade, no. Grey Worm, I don't care if Wesley Snipes is like 100 years old. I'd rather have a 100-year-old Wesley Snipes than Grey Worm is Blade. Like, no, not having it. But the season is not the best. I agree. The writing isn't the best. But I actually, excuse me, I enjoyed season 8. I enjoyed it for what it was. I think a lot of people complaining that it was rushed. That's a valid complaint, but you knew it was going to be rushed. Would you rather... D&B, would you rather them make Game of Thrones when they don't want to make Game of Thrones and keep making it? Would you rather them want to keep making Game of Thrones when they don't want to make it and it still be bad for like 3 more seasons or be okay for 3 more seasons? Or would you rather them end it now? Like I'm okay with 1 mediocre, all right, to good, great season versus 3 of like people, because you see what happened in Incredibles 2. Incredibles 2 is basically a reciprocal of the first movie, but with Elastigirl in the role of Mr. Incredible. The movie's not bad, but it wasn't nowhere near as great as Incredibles 1. Incredibles 1, you watch it as a kid, it's amazing. You watch it as a grown-up, and you see all the differences, it's amazing. Incredibles 2, I did not enjoy it that much. You want to know why you didn't? If you didn't enjoy it, I can tell you why you didn't enjoy Incredibles 2. They didn't want to make it. That movie, it's been like 14 years later, they did not want to make Incredibles 2. That's why it wasn't that good. They just took the bare bones and just like, here, let's make this movie. That's why it wasn't that great, because they didn't care. They didn't put their heart and soul in. I don't want D&B doing that to Game of Thrones. I'm not even that huge of a Game of Thrones fan, but I wouldn't want somebody who doesn't want to make the show anymore making the show still just because of fans. Like, yeah, the fans pay them. Yeah, HBO gave them a blank check, but it's not going to be great. It's not. That's not what you wanted. You wanted them to finish this season. A lot of the stuff people were complaining about is stuff that you guys theorized, you guys asked for it. Like, people are mad because they're like, ooh, why they do this? This is not deserved. This is what you wanted. You know this is the last season. You know, like, put some, like, to me, Dany's always been trash. I never liked Dany. I never cared for Dany. She was okay at first, like, she seemed like, oh, yeah, she's trying to help these people, but she was arrogant. I didn't like her. I always knew she was going to be like her dad. The Mad Queen thing was obvious. I never liked Dany, ever. Jon Snow, I always knew he was going to do, he's very noble. I love him, moral, but he's going to do something stupid, and he's going to have to, like, his ending made sense. The Unsullied had the city. They controlled the city. Everybody's like, oh, Jon Snow has to leave even though he's the rightful heir because he's not he's like, because the Unsullied are upset. No, it's because they control the city. Why would they start a war with the Unsullied when you see the Lannister forces and the Golden Company were getting messed up by the Unsullied? The Northmen are going to get messed up by the Unsullied. They don't have any people to be fighting these people like that. The wildlings are all the way up north. They had to do what they had to do. Like, there's just no way. Like, why lose all those people when Jon was okay with being exiled? Like, he doesn't want to be king. For me, the ending with Bran made sense. Bran is the character that made me watch Game of Thrones. Bran knows all their history. Bran has been through so much. Like, yes, lately he's been boring and blah, 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 because he's a three-eyed raven. But a guy who, just like Jon Snow, doesn't want to be king. But someone who would be perfect as it and deserves to be king, that's Bran. Bran and Jon were like the top two choices. It made sense. Jon, I think Bran would do a better job just because of his, like, where he is, his status. And then it was funny seeing Sam, seeing him recommend democracy. That was hilarious to me. Like, they shut that down. They're like, no, not doing that. But yeah, Bran was a perfect choice for me. The only scene I did not really care for was Jon killing Dany. I agree with people with that. Like, I cared that he killed Dany, but the way he did it was kind of whack. It was just boring. It was like, whatever. I liked the Drogon part. I did like that. I enjoyed that. Another thing that people, I agree on some of the stuff. The Battle of Winterfell wasn't all that. It was alright. Like, it was stressful, but then once you got to a point where you saw, like, none of the main people that we thought were gonna die are gonna die, it's like, whatever, leave it alone. I don't care. But that's nowhere near as good as, like, Battle of Bastards, Hard Home, all of that. What's that other? Oh, Cersei. I agree and disagree. It's cool that her and Jaime died together. Sucks that Jaime left Brienne, but you know he loved his sister. We seen him smashing in the first episode. Duh, blah. I feel like somebody should have killed Cersei. I don't care who it was, but somebody like Dany or Arya, somebody should have killed her. I didn't like that she got to die falling in the rubble with Jaime. Like, yeah, it was poetic for them, but after him leaving Brienne and everything that Cersei's done, she doesn't deserve that poetic ending. She deserves to be killed by Jaime. Like, Jaime should have killed her, Arya should have killed her, or so, like, anybody should have killed her. Like, somebody should have killed her. Jaime, Dany, Arya. Somebody should have killed Cersei. I didn't like that death. And then let's talk about this. I'm gonna end on this. If y'all want me to make another video talking about more stuff, I will. But can we please talk about the Dothraki? Like, I'm gonna rewatch it, but I know the Dothraki got messed up in the Battle of Winterfell, and we saw a few Dothraki. I'm gonna look at it again in, like, episode 5 and 4. We saw a few of them, like a decent amount. But when Dany walked out giving that speech, I was sitting there. I'm like, I was like, do they have a Dothraki spawner in King's Landing? Like, where did all these Dothraki come from? There were so many Dothraki. Like, they were all on their horses. I'm like, bruh, did they just not care? Like, I know they had the water bottles and the coffee cups. Why are there so many Dothraki? Like, where did they come from? Like, I was sitting there the whole time. I'm like, the Dothraki are like Bebe's kids. Like, we don't die, we multiply. Because there were so many Dothraki. There was more. I think there was more Dothraki than the Battle of Winterfell. That's how like, you look and see, like, where did all these Dothraki come from? Like, where are they coming from? That's what I was like, who did this? Like, who made all these Dothraki come out of nowhere? Like, I feel like they just forgot. Like, that was probably the biggest writing error. Like, where in the world, like, who is bringing these Dothraki? Where did they come from? How did they get here? Like, that's my biggest complaint. I was like, this don't make no sense. But Game of Thrones, the way it ended, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't that bad. People are just tripping. Y'all mad that they did stuff that you wanted them to do just because they did it too fast. You knew that they didn't want to make it. You knew this was the last season. Stop complaining about it being rushed. Just take it as is. It ended. It's over. There's 3 prequels coming out. 3. You're going to get 3 prequel shows. Watch those. Also, George R.R. Martin, I'm not a huge fan of him. I know what he's doing. He thinks he's slick. Why are you working on like 5, 6 other projects when you're not finishing the books? I'm not reading the books. I don't care about reading the books. There's people that do care about reading the books. George R.R. Martin played y'all. All he did was watch this bad reaction to these last 2 seasons. People have been complaining the last 2-3 seasons. I know the writing was superb before. All he did was watch that, and he's gonna change the book to what y'all want. Don't let him slide. Don't be like, oh, George R.R. Martin's the greatest. No, you as the fans ended Game of Thrones for him. Y'all did his job for him. Y'all complained, told him what y'all didn't want, and that's what he gonna do. He gonna write the book and be like, this is what the fans want. Thank you for doing my job for me. I know because I did it. You know how I got A's in English? I hate writing, I hate papers. I wrote a rough draft, a crappy rough draft that I just wrote and did it, and I let somebody proofread it. And you know what I did? I corrected everything that they did. Everything they told me to correct, I corrected it. Got A's. You know why? Because I let them do the job for me. All I did was write a bunch of crap. They're like, fix this. I'm like, thank you. That's what I did. That's what George R.R. Martin's doing. He's going to let you proofread and fix Game of Thrones for him. Y'all already did it. Don't let him slide. Stop giving him the benefit of being a great, like the first few books, yes. But these last 2 books, give yourself some credit. Y'all did this. Y'all ended Game of Thrones. Y'all made the books amazing. Y'all made them great. Don't forget that. Thank you for your continued time and support. Thank you guys so much. I'm done with my rant. I probably got more stuff if you bring up questions and stuff, but still doing the giveaways. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to be eligible. Thank you guys so much. Stop. You can keep complaining about Game of Thrones. You have the right to complain, but stop complaining about stuff that you already knew you shouldn't be complaining about.